I'm John Kovach. I've been a newsman, a sports announcer, and a football coach. But the one constant, since I was old enough to stand next to a stream with my dad, has been fishing. I've waded rapids, stood on slick rocks, hacked through ice, and been tossed about the deck of a boat. And I want you to love fishing as much as I do, and join me on this journey. Welcome to Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop. Welcome to Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop. It is Thursday, September 7th. And believe it or not, summer's gone. We've passed Labor Day, so tradition would dictate not to wear white. That it's now fall. Football season opens tomorrow night. I'll be there on our coverage of St. Joe's and New Canaan on Friday night, and our coverage of Greenwich versus Trumbull at Sacred Heart University, which you can watch live at HAN.network. It's football season. There's still a lot of fishing to do, but the vivid greens that we've been surrounded by are about to turn into beautiful hues of amber and yellow and orange. And each season has its own beauty, and fishing kind of forces you to appreciate that and to get out and experience it. And really, I had a great summer fishing. I had an epic Memorial Day, got out to some great places, did some saltwater fishing that I really want to do more of, and I've been introduced in the past year or so to the Swift in Massachusetts, and it's just one of the more beautiful places that you can go. And got a chance to go up there with David Schumacher and the folks from Fly Fishing Adventures with David Schumacher, his group on Facebook, his wife Courtney, Gary Mitras, Richard Soriano Jr. We just had a great time up there. Not a lot of catching. We saw a lot of fish. They were there. It's such a clear water that they can be a little spooky, but it's just a beautiful place to fish, and I just really soaked it in that day. And kind of want to say goodbye to summer with a look back at a day on the Swift and just how the beauty in and around the river can really draw you in.
Yeah, go for it, man.
What is that, Rob?
What's that? A one weight, 5 foot. And I got a big bug on it. I just had that guy take it. He was a big fish.
He was taking that shad fishing.
I know.
Can you imagine?
It's a striper rod.
Yeah, I want to catch a schoolie on it.
I think Reese has a 5 foot one weight. He uses on the little sawmill river by his house.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, you know, even catching a sunfish, I enjoy it.
I gave away a 7 foot 3 weight that I didn't know how to cast it, and I wish I still had it.
I would really love one of these fat rainbows on it. I mean, it's very possible.
Yeah.
In here.
Anything's possible.
And that fish just came up to take.
You would not believe it's that part on this one weight right here.
Yeah, you have one weight?
Oh yeah, this is.
Yeah, see, I'm liking a longer than a 5 foot though.
Yeah.
That's my only.
This is 7 feet 10.
You need a really small, something like the mill in Connecticut, that'd be perfect down by me to 5 foot, because the stream's real tight.
Yeah.
This is a little wide for a 5 foot.
Mm-hmm.
I almost brought out my 9
Like
foot.
I almost caught this fish on it. In fact, he's right here.
You will. He's looking at it. Let it through. Oh!
But he knows better now.
Yeah.
You get that one shot, you know?
Yeah.
You got a different dry you can put on?
See, he knows.
Put a different dry on.
But you could aggravate him, you know?
That will work.
We're not shad fishing.
I guess you could.
It will work. You throw the same fly at him until I get tired of seeing it.
He's got, I think he's got a snag fly on it. Can you see him, Gary?
Yeah, it's good fish. I don't think he's real good.
There's a black on his back on my side.
Yeah.
Ooh, you see him? See, he's interested, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to hook him on a one-way. That would make my day.
Just hung around downstream after that. Yeah.
You've got them trained eyes, don't you, Gary?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's from working this river.
Yeah. I do a lot of sight fishing.
Oh, there's nothing like it.
Oh, yeah.
Gary spends a little time here.
Yeah.
See this one, Gary? And he's got. I haven't really seen much of anything rising today.
No. But even in Waterfall, there wasn't much going on earlier this morning.
Did you ever fish up that other side, that other
See,
part?
what's tough
Oh,
is
yeah.
even when that fish took it, they're not blasting it. You know, they're taking it light.
Yeah.
It makes it tougher.
Yeah, even especially a big fly like that.
Yeah. The little guys will blast this big bug, but
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not. It's later in the afternoon, maybe, right?
Mm-hmm.
An hour before dark. You know.
Well, I don't like to fish that late, but
Yeah.
I used to fish evening hawks for years, but then I decided I like the morning better.
Yeah. Yeah. Less crowds too in the morning, right?
No. Oh yeah, I did. I saw a couple when I was with my dad.
Oh, I mean, he's here, right now.
Oh, no.
Let me know if you do.
I had a big one, John. Took it. I had a
As so often happens, just when you think summer's over, you sneak one more day in. And on a rainy Labor Day weekend, we went back up to the Swift, and David Schumacher makes a rainy day worth it with this beautiful rainbow trout.
Love a rainy day.
Oh, that's a beautiful rainbow.
Thank you.
Oh my God, that's nice. We try to get over this. Oh man. Holy crap.
Got him on Gary's hand.
That is beautiful. You
I'm
wanna...
going to spin him.
Yeah. I'm rolling this out.
Keeping him breathing.
Yep. We'll be back with more Yankee Fisherman presented by the Dock Shop right after this. The leaves are changing, water temps dropping, and the sun is setting a little earlier each day. But there's still a lot of great boating, fishing, and coast time left before we see the first snow. And above all, remember, it's always summer at the Dock Shop. With loads of new fishing tackle and accessories, clothing, jewelry, and home decor, the Dock Shop is just what you need when you start to feel that New England autumn chill. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, dockshop.com.
Had a sports injury or slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Orthopedics Walk-In Urgent Care gives you direct access to orthopedic specialists fast without an appointment. Biking, golf, tennis, soccer, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Orthopedics Walk-In Urgent Care can help. Open 7 days a week now at 3 locations. The iPark Building at 761 Main Avenue, Norwalk, 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien, or in the Westport Medical Center at 323 Riverside Avenue, Westport. Go to coastalorthoct.com. Like them on Facebook.
I'm Tracy Masella, a licensed clinical social worker at Silver Hill Hospital in New Canaan. Join me each month as we talk with experts on the front lines of the treatment of mental health and addiction. Straight Talk with Tracy, a Silver Hill Hospital production, airs at 12 p.m. on the second Thursday of each month here on the HAN network.
At Pamby Motors, we're not worried about being the biggest dealership. We're focused on being the best. We're dedicated to giving you the best experience we can. The Pamby Motors team is here to help you choose the right Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram in a friendly, pressure-free environment. And right now, during the summer clearance event, you'll find some of our best prices too. Like this lease on a 2017 Ram Quad Cab Express for $149 a month. Visit Pamby Motors, Route 7 in Richfield, PambyZone.com.
CT City Lacrosse is dedicated to the growth of lacrosse for youth and high school players. Directed by Stanford High head coach Mike Nazaro, we help players reach full potential on and off the field. With an indoor facility in Stanford, we offer year-round training, camps, clinics, and private instruction. Visit ctcitylax.com for more.
At Budget Blinds, we're in business to frame the light, the day, and the night. So we give you an exclusive combination of high style, expert service, our no surprises pricing, and our no questions asked warranty. We believe that everyone, at every budget, deserves style and service. Isn't that a beautiful place to be?
New Canaan Foreign Car. Yes, New Canaan Foreign Car has been servicing all makes of foreign cars for over 50 years. We also buy, sell, and consign cars too. We can help you with all your automotive needs from service to sales. Call us at 203-966-2681.
At Portofino Restaurant and Wine Bar in Bethel, fresh and simple food is our concept. Owned and operated by brothers Rocco and Louie, Portofino has a distinct and diverse food and drink menu. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Come join us for live local music on Tuesdays and Sundays, Wednesday nights for mouthwatering prime rib, and every Thursday night is ladies' night. Planning a party? All our catering menus are personalized to suit your event and your budget. Join us at the Dolan Plaza, 213 Greenwood Ave, Bethel, and call us at 203-797-8131. Like us on Facebook. At Portofino Restaurant.
Welcome back to Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop. You're overlooking the Norwalk River in Merwin Meadows Park in Wilton, where the Mianus chapter of Trout Unlimited is in the midst of a project. It spans a few stretches of this river. It was recently done in Greenwich. It's going to be done in Fairfield, right at the eastern border soon on the Mill River. And it's a project we talked about around the holidays last year, where your old Christmas trees can find new life as part of the habitat in these rivers. Jeff Yates of Mianus Trout Unlimited and TU's National Director of Volunteer Operations just took a few minutes to explain to us what's going on.
Go. So what we're doing here with Trout Unlimited is building what's called a point bar in the Norwalk River. And one of the challenges we've had with the recent flooding events that we've had in the last decade is the river is eroded really wide. Typically this river channel should be about 10 feet wide and about 2 to 3 feet deep on average, but because of the erosion over time from storms like Sandy and Irene and others, it's eroded in this spot to almost 40 feet wide, which means in the summer, in August like this, when the water is low, it ends up being very shallow and very wide. So the point bar is simply moving cobble, river cobble, from one side to the other and creating a shallow, low bench on the other side of the river to encourage deeper current on the far side of the river. This helps create habitat for the trout, places that they can hide from predators and make it through the heat of the summer, the 2 or 3 weeks in August and early September, when it's really difficult to survive in these small local streams. That was the Beardsley kids that filled in that spot down there and built that little structure earlier. So later on this month, we'll actually come back, and along the far bank on this side, we'll put in what's called the conifer revetment, and those are pine trees that we anchor along the eroded bank. They help stabilize the bank for prevent future erosion, and they'll actually build soil. It's almost out to where I'm standing. Within the next 5 to 10 years will be soil that we can then plant and then have more canopy and cover.
And that soil's going to wash in naturally with the current.
Absolutely. So the way the conifer revetments work is you stake the trees in and then you wait for a flood. And when the river floods, as the water travels down through those thick pine branches, it slows the current. And as that slow current happens, the sediment and small debris that's floating downstream gets trapped, and that builds up the natural soils.
Now, last year you did a collection of discarded natural Christmas trees. Is a similar event planned this holiday season?
Absolutely. Last year we collected over 500 Christmas trees. They're in the woods behind us. Hopefully in the next few weeks we'll drag a big portion of those down here to the river, anchor them in, and then next year in January, after your Christmas tree is done its service in your living room, you can bring it here, make a small donation to Trout Unlimited, and we'll use it here in the river to make better habitat for trout.
And in addition to the work being done here on the Norwalk River, similar work being planned on the Mill River in Fairfield?
On the Mill River in Fairfield, we just finished a very similar project on the Mianus River in Stamford, and we are looking to do a project on the East Aspetuck River up in New Milford, similar as well.
And all of these will involve the conifer.
Yeah, the conifer revetments. Yes, absolutely. It's one of the best ways we have to easily engage people in the community in fixing the river.
So keep an eye on your local websites and our shows. We'll let you know when they're going to be collecting the Christmas trees, which will typically be early to mid-January. They'll also need volunteers for some of this work that's coming up in September and later on in the fall. So watch future shows for that, Jeff. Thank you very much.
Thanks, John.
The leaves are changing, water temps dropping, and the sun is setting a little earlier each day. But there's still a lot of great boating, fishing, and coast time left before we see the first snow. And above all, remember, it's always summer at the Dock Shop. With loads of new fishing tackle and accessories, clothing, jewelry, and home decor, the Dock Shop is just what you need when you start to feel that New England autumn chill. Boater, beach bum, fisherman, or simply love the New England coast, this is a unique place to shop. The Dock Shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, dockshop.com.
Want a new experience in car buying? No aggravation, no confrontation, just answers to all your questions. SCAP Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Car buying the way you want it to be. With one of the largest selections of new 2- and 4-door Jeep Wranglers available, we are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Located in Fairfield, Connecticut, we're easy to get to. Just 2.5 miles off the Merritt Parkway, exit 44 via Route 58 South. Save thousands right now during the Jeep Celebration event and Ram Power Days. Now through September 30th.
Celebrate summer with fresh, made-to-order picnic boxes from Walter Stewart's Market. We have delicious summery selections from buttermilk fried chicken to grilled lemon chicken kebab, grilled shrimp Caesar salad wraps, or lobster salad rolls. Our easy-to-carry picnic boxes come with your choice of a meal, as well as a dessert, beverage, and utensils. Order online for simple pickup options. Walter Stewart's Market, 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, and online at stewartsmarket.com.
Sweden Duryea, New Canaan's home center and full-service lumberyard. Everything for your home and improvement projects. We also carry seasonal items, barbecue grills, housewares, newest LED light bulbs, doors, windows, and much more. Sweden Duryea, 21 Grove Street, New Canaan, a division of Northeast Building Supply.
At Black Horse Garage, we fulfill all your sports car needs. We specialize in manufacturer-recommended service and aftermarket high-performance parts and installation. We have one of the nation's top storage facilities and offer a high-end collision department that understands your need for detail. Visit blackhorsegarage.com for more.
Now teeing off, Paul Miller from Miller Nissan in Fairfield.
Excuse me, Mr. Miller. What about my new Sentra?
Right now, lease a 2017 Sentra S for only $97 a month.
He is never going to retire.
UK Gourmet is the largest specialty grocer in the area, featuring food from England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Over 80 teas to choose from and a brilliant assortment of biscuits to go with them. Over 70 cheeses from grass-fed cows, which makes a smashing difference in taste. The creamiest chocolate you'll ever taste using no artificial colors or preservatives. So say hooray for UK Gourmet, 78 Stony Hill Road in Bethel, or visit ukgourmet.us.
At InSports Trumbull, the game is always on inside.
Registration is now open for our fitness training programs for high school athletes. The InSports Performance Center is offering blast speed classes, athletic functional movement assessments, and both men's and women's elite speed and strength training. Our premier programs help bring athletes to the next level. Call 203-268-1214 for more information. Like and follow us on Facebook.
Bankwell combines the best personalized service with high-tech banking features for our customers' convenience. We pride ourselves on being a strong community partner. You don't settle for average in anything else you do. Why settle for an average bank? Don't just bank when you can bank well instead. Visit mybankwell.com for more.
If you've ever thought about owning a motor coach or learning about what it's like to travel the open road in superior style and comfort, then contact Dave's RV Center in Danbury, Connecticut. Offering the best quality Class A motorhomes from Newmar, travel trailers and fifth wheel lines from Surveyor, and a toy hauler line from Work and Play. Choose from Newmar's Gas Line, Baystar and Canyon Star, or from Newmar's Diesel Line, Ventana and Dutch Star. And with unparalleled service and maintenance, Dave's RV is committed to keeping you and your motor coach safely on the road and enjoying it to the fullest. Stop by their showroom, 2 Industrial Plaza Road, Danbury, Connecticut, or call 877-483-3866.
If you've ever Welcome back to Yankee Fisherman, presented by the Dock Shop, Thursday, September 7th. Want to thank David Schumacher et al. For a couple of great trips up to the Swift. Proud of him. That was a great catch there. Thank Jeff Yates and the folks from Mianis TU. Now, they've got projects coming up there, a lot of the coming weekends where they do need volunteers. Big event coming up that you can get information on at outflowfishing.com/Owen Strong. The Hanachak family, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Owen turned 1 year old in May, and Owen's been diagnosed with leukemia, and a lot of friends of his family, including a number of guys with the Connecticut Surfcasters Association, are organizing the Owen Strong Surfcasting Tournament with a Purpose. That's going to start September 22nd and last to October 21st. It's a catch, photograph, and release tournament. $30 per angler. I plan on signing up for it, and hopefully I get out there. It's definitely a cause worth supporting. Another cause, and I learned about this through Doug Thurston of Big Doug's Memorial Saltwater Shootout. The Connecticut Cancer Foundation will benefit from the 2017 Brewer Pilots Point CETO Fishing Against Cancer Tournament. That's out of Westbrook. That is the 15th and 16th. Fishingagainstcancer.org for information on that tournament. Tonight is the monthly meeting of the Housatonic Fly Fishermen's Association. That's at St. Paul's Episcopal Church, 65 North Main Street in Wallingford. And it's movie night, Catching with the Fly, and then an old film, but a classic in a lot of people's eyes, Man's Favorite Sport with Cary Grant. That will be shown. That is free. That's at 7 up in Wallingford. Mianis, we just talked about river restoration events coming up. You've got the Shanks Island open space planting, the 9th and 10th. That's part of the Bennett Wood Stewardship Fund. September 13th is their monthly meeting. David Sierwecki is going to talk about European nymphing tactics. That's going to be at Waveney House in New Canaan. That's a 7 o'clock start. And then they need volunteers on the Norwalk on September 23rd and on the Mianis on September 30th. Nutmeg TU, of which I am a member, just approved and scheduled its program year. There's a trip to Penfield Reef on September 16th. Just go there and meet. We'll be posting details of that trip at nutmegtrout.org. Be careful there, too. We did have a tragic story while we were on break where someone tragically lost their life. You had a number of people swept off the reef. They came in from out of state. You've got to know the tides and be respectful of the tides out there, because you can get in trouble. But it's a great place to fish. So Penfield Reef, September 16th. Captain Roger Gendron, who was on the show a while ago, he's from Connecticut Island Outfitters in Westport. He is going to be the speaker at the September meeting of Nutmeg TU. That's at Port 5, 69 Brewster Street in Bridgeport, and that is at 7 o'clock on the 19th. And then a trip to the mouth of the Housatonic on October 7th. That's at 1 p.m. to coincide with the tides. So a lot of good things going on. We've got some big events coming up at Nutmeg to announce there. Candlewood Valley TU is looking for volunteers with the Putatuck Watershed Association. And that is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on September 9th. They are marking wastewater storm drains. This doesn't seem like it ties into fishing. It does. It protects that watershed, and that's a very fragile watershed, but a very important watershed up in the Putatuck, and we hope to be doing some more on that in the coming days. And then Candlewood Valley meets September 13th, and Antoine Bissot is going to talk about how to translate the tactics you use in competitive fly fishing to your everyday trip. That actually sounds very, very interesting. And coming up also, Thames Valley TU is having its meeting. They are going to talk about fishing in Maine being wicked fun with Rick Little. They're also going to show Bugs of the Underworld is going to be a video that they are going to show. That could be really interesting. I am really into the looking deeper, looking behind the scenes at things. That meeting is September 19th as well. That is at the Bozrah Firehouse. The doors open at 6 for the Candlewood Valley meeting. Save the Sound is planning for the 32nd Annual International Coastal Cleanup Day. They're looking for volunteers all up and down the coastline. We'll have information for that on your HAN network sites. And you also have the Connecticut River Conservancy is planning its cleanup. It really goes from the source to the sound, from way up in New Hampshire all the way down the Connecticut River to the Long Island Sound. And we're going to try to talk a little bit more about that on next week's show. I am not going to be off for much longer because I'm going to be back on in just a half hour when we come back with Nutmeg Sports. I'll be joining Frank Granito, Kevin Coleman as we preview the FCAC football season. And then I'll be really every week on the call of those games. Starts this weekend with two big ones. We will be at New Canaan, where the cadets of St. Joe's will visit the New Canaan Rams. That is on Saturday at 7 o'clock, and then we'll be at Sacred Heart University on Saturday when the Greenwich Cardinals meet the Trumbull Eagles. Again, that at Sacred Heart. That's a 2:30 start, and you can watch that here at HAN.network. We'll be back next week with another look at what's going on in the fishing scene here in the Northeast. Till then, tight lines.